Uh-oh, I don't hear you. Hold on.
Hello.
Oh, snap. We got a newbie in the house. Catherine Nunez, welcome.
Do you see me?
Hey, Allison. Oh, you guys, I love you. Welcome. Chris Cross in the house. Lindsay in the house.
I don't see myself.
Who? Janelle?
Wow. Yeah.
Maybe it'll come up. Give it a second. I don't see you either. I see Allison. I see. Why is this recording like right when I get on? Now everyone's going to have to like see all this while we're waiting for people to get on. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, guys, welcome. It is 10:03. I've had a long day, and I'm excited to share this info with you guys and just get started. So since we're going to be playing the recording anyways, hey, Caitlin, oh my gosh, can we get a little whoop whoop for our new coaches on this call already? Yeah.
Woo,
Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Welcome, guys. All right, I'm just gonna get started. Welcome to Team Call tonight. It's an exciting night. Last month, I just have some announcements before we go into our call. Last month, I promised that the highest Success Club earner would win. I would pay for a personal shout out for you on Instagram, and the two girls that came at the top were Lori and April with SE10. Now, Lindsay, I know it sucks because you built your husband to 6.
It's okay.
But you know, we gotta play by those rules. The highest Success Club earners were Lori and April, tied at SE10. That means that they helped 5 people each last month, which is amazing. For you new coaches, every time you sell a challenge pack, you get 2 Success Club points. I see you, Janelle.
Hey.
You get 2 Success Club points. We'll talk a little bit about Success Club later. You guys are gonna learn more. But basically, it's a system that Beachbody has created to let us know our business is growing and moving in the right direction. We win prizes every month. And I personally reward my coaches when they hit Success Club, just to give like a little extra incentive. So anyways, Lori and April both don't use Instagram, I don't think. So I'm gonna have to see how I make it up to them and see what we do. But congrats to them. If they watch the replay, they will hear this. And we also had a ton of people that did really awesome last month. I just want to encourage you guys to keep doing what you're doing. Being here on our team calls just allows us to like reconnect and regroup. This business isn't easy, you guys, and it can get, you know, you go through different stages of highs, lows, times where you're like, oh, I can't do this. Other times where you're like, I'm a beast. Other times where you're just like, you know, there's highs and lows with this business. And you have to just understand that coming in. We have to have a long-term vision for this. I saw something a few days ago. I was stalking Christina Delgado's our upline superstar diamond coach. She's at the highest level and beyond that you can be. And the girl that got me in, Wendy, that is her coach. So she's only one step above us in terms of our upline. And I was going through some of her old posts and I saw something that was like, wow. So right now she's like at the top of her game. She's got like multiple business centers. She's superstar, 15-star diamond, former attorney. 2 years ago, she walked away from law to do Beachbody coaching full time. They're making bank, you guys. They're doing awesome. Well, the other day I was looking through old posts and I saw something that I was like, wow, that, I don't know, it really encouraged me to just like, really just like, okay, you got to keep on chucking. So this post was from 2 years ago and it was her husband just shouting her out saying, oh, I'm listening to my wife speak on a team call or like a call she did for Beachbody. And she was just a 6-star diamond. 2 years ago. And now she's like 15-star beyond. She's got other business centers that are like 2-star, 4-star. Like she is, and just 2 years ago, she was 6-star. So that just showed me, like, look at where she is now. And that was only, now for me in this business, like I've been in a year and a half and I still feel like a baby coach. So to me, to think like another 2 years in this, like, oh my gosh, like 2 years ago, that's where she was at. And now she's like at the top of her game. So you guys, long-term vision. I feel like when we come in, just understanding that this business is going to take time. Sometimes I'm working with coaches now that like, now they're getting it. Now they're like, after a year, they're like having their epiphanies and taking action. So just know that it takes time to kind of, you go learning things as a coach, and tell me this isn't true, guys. Like but sometimes until you're like in it and you actually like, you hear about things, but until you like, you actually like help someone else do it or whatever, like it doesn't click. One of the things for me last year was my coach telling me, oh, I want you to run for elite. And she wrote out the whole thing, how to become elite. And I was like, wah, 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 wah. All I knew was like sign up coaches. I'm like, okay, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. But like, I didn't understand it until like literally the end, when I like, it just clicked. One day it clicked. I got it. So this business takes time, you guys. But anyways, I'm excited you guys are here with me tonight. Sometimes I get so overly passionate. I feel like I yell sometimes. If you guys feel like I'm ever yelling in my passion, please go like, bring it down. Sometimes I'm like, you guys, because I'm just so like, and just because I have a few of you new girls too, I just wanted to share a little bit. Recently on our team page, I talked about the importance of like really shifting our minds to sharing the coaching opportunity with other people and to not be ashamed to do that. I think that especially in the beginning, you're like so hesitant and you're like, oh, I don't want people to think this of me, or you like worry about what people say. But I've asked this question here before, and it's so true. Like I've asked, raise your hand if the best thing your coach ever did for you was to tell you about Beachbody. And like, we all raised our hands, and we're like so thankful like to be here for the changes that it's made in our lives, our bodies, our families' lives. Like it is an amazing thing. And so we hold that back thinking like, oh, but I don't want people to like, you don't want people to what? To change their life, to feel inspired and like good for the first time in their life, to feel healthy and alive. Like that is what we're sharing. So I want you guys to think of that as we continue on, that we need to share with confidence. And when we're sharing the business opportunity, you can literally share getting out of poverty. I've had coaches that were able to throw birthday parties for their kids, which if they didn't have their Beachbody coaching money, they wouldn't have been able to do that. Small things like that make a huge difference, guys, and that's what we're bringing to people. At first, it's going to be the small things, like being able to buy better groceries, or small things like that. Pay for your shakes, which is what we're going to learn about this today. But we need to share with confidence, and we really do need to shift that idea. Now, how do you share the business? Well, guess what? Our team is already set up with a system. Every month I have either a live business opportunity call, which I host, that you guys have the opportunity when you're newbies and don't know what you're doing to say, hey, my coach is sharing all about the business opportunity. I would love for you to come listen, see why I love the coaching opportunity. Come listen to her. And you have an opportunity to invite people, say, hey, I'll be right there with you. You could do it together, and it still feels like, hey, come listen to what my team is doing, and you invite them to come. Or I also have a private sneak peek group where you can invite people for 3 days to learn all about the coaching. So every month I have been consistently hosting that, and then you guys have an opportunity to simply invite people until you're ready to spread your wings and do your own. That's not going to be for a while, guys. It really, I didn't hop in and do my own probably till like my own sneak peeks and stuff probably until like 7 months into the business, 6 or 7 months. So don't feel like, I better know all this stuff, I gotta do it. You don't. I'm here to support you. We have an amazing upline team, and we can use all of those resources to get people excited. So also, if you guys have somebody and you're talking to them and you feel like, I don't know what to say, message me and set up a private call. I will get on the phone with any of your prospects and tell them about the coaching opportunity. I would be more than happy to do that. So if you have a friend, a family member that you've been trying to tell them, but you don't understand, say, hey, can I set you up a call with my coach so she could tell you more? Because I feel like I'm still new myself, but I love this. And, you know, tell them like that. I would be more than happy to hop on the phone with any one of your people. Turn off Facebook. So, oh dang, I'm not even gonna look because I might get excited. Hold on. All right, I lost you guys. Here you are. All right, so tonight's call was kind of just inspired by a friend that I hung out with. One of my success partners in this business, Alini, she's part of my team, like my coach, she's one of her coaches. So we're all part of the Commit to Be Fit with my coach, Wendy. And Alini shared some information with me. She was talking to me about her struggles with the business and just trying, like, just how she's been growing this. And we were just bouncing off ideas. And what I found about Alini's business tonight was that Alini doesn't really have any true business builders growing the team with her. She's just like, doing a few things that she doesn't have anyone really working the business with her, but Alini consistently brings in $500 to $800 a month, doing pretty much the bare minimum. To me, that was so like, that's incredible, because sometimes we feel like, I need other people, or like, she seriously does the bare minimum, and it's only because like that's as far as she's able to get. So she's still trying to grow this, but she has done a few things that I wanted to share with you guys tonight that has allowed her to consistently get her shakes paid for every month and bring in extra income. So get your pens ready, guys. It's so basic, but so you gotta just ingrain this in your minds from the very beginning. So the very first thing that Alini shared with me that she does without fail, it is a non-negotiable, meaning that at 10 o'clock at night, the night before, if she has to call a family member and say, hey, please, didn't you say you wanted to do this? Like, she is going in, like, just, it doesn't matter what it takes. She is hitting Success Club. So the number one thing that she makes a priority in her business, non-negotiable, is that she is going to hit Success Club 5, SC5, with a minimum of helping 3 people a month. She makes it a non-negotiable. And when I say non-negotiable, you guys know, if you've ever pushed for a deadline, what are you doing at the very end when you really want something? You are messaging people. You are posting more. You're like going all in. And that's the same energy that we have to have on a daily basis. Work as if it's the end of the month, because at the end of the month, our points start over from 0. So it's always like, you had all your points in 1 month, and then you're like down to 0. So welcome, Sarah, our new coach, on already. Hey, hey, hey. So yes, so hitting Success Club 5 is a non-negotiable for her. And how do you get the 5? I said you help 3 people. Every time you sell a challenge pack, you get 2 points. And then if you sell a Shakeology, you get 1. Rarely do I ever sell Shakeology. And she says she mostly hits SC6 because we just sell 3 challenge packs in the month. Some of the steps Alini is taking to hit this minimal goal is she created a list of people that she is going to message. And personally, Alini does cold invites, meaning there's a script, which we have it in our team page in Facebook, that basically just says, hey guys, I'm starting a new challenge group. I would love to tell you more. This is what I'm starting a new fitness challenge group and I'm looking for more people. It's like a script that I have written down. Are you interested in learning more? If they say yes, you take it a step further, you give them the information. But Alini is messaging anywhere from 40 to 60 people a month to get 3 people. You guys early on need to understand that this is a numbers game. Don't let it overwhelm you. Just let every step, every no that you get, it's going to lead you closer to your yes. So if you understand, if you come into this understanding that this is a numbers game, then you realize that the people that you target, it has to be a large number for you to get at least a minimum of, 3 to 5 people to help. So she does cold invites. I have other systems that I'm going to be sharing with you, including one that I just discovered today that just blew my mind. I put it into effect right away. I'm testing it to see how it does. But basically, so Alini invites people. She follows up with all the people that she invited last month. And she is following up with her challengers, her old challengers, and seeing if maybe they want to convert to coaches. So she's doing this from a level of somebody that is basically just like, let's say like just, the average person, doesn't have a huge following, because she doesn't. She does not have a huge network or nothing like that. She is just using her Facebook page to contact these people. So another thing that she is doing that allows her to make this income every month is Alini has hit the rank of Emerald. As an Emerald coach, the reason why you want to get to Emerald ASAP, you guys, is because Beachbody gives you leads. The people that go to beachbody.com and buy something without a coach, they just go from the infomercial or whatever. There is a question there. What is that coming from? There's a question that says, would you like a coach? And if that person says, yes, I would like a coach, Beachbody assigns them to all of their network of coaches. As long as you're an Emerald and you hit Success Club every month, you're going to get new leads. The first purchase, you're not going to get the commission. But if they buy again, if you say, hey, I'm your coach, I'm going to help you, and they buy Shakeology, you get that commission. No other company hands you free people, you guys. So by getting her leads every month, just in leads a month, she says that she makes an extra like $150 just from what her leads bring her, her leads generate. So this is why you want to get to Emerald ASAP. We can go further into depth about how to get to Emerald as soon as you can, but basically Emerald rank is simply signing up 2 coaches. Does that sound overwhelming to you guys? 2? We have a cousin, we have a friend, we have a mom. We have somebody that could benefit at least from the discount of the shake, whether they want to work the business or not. If we could at least find 2 people who care about their health and want to make a better, make some healthy changes, we can show them the value of saving money every month on their shakes and convert them over to be a coach. Another option could be to sign up your husband or your significant other right away. You may not have the money right away to put them on Shakeology, but you can at least position them high up in your organization and make either a minimum purchase of 50 PV points, which you guys, if you're not making money, I personally, that's for someone, maybe if you're like going hard and you really want that, you can use that plan. I personally feel like until you're making the money, it doesn't justify to like sign up the spouse and pay the $15.99 for him too, until you're making money. But when you bring in your true first coach, that's the time to maybe think about it so that you can position your husband or your spouse right up there, like at the top of your organization. And later on, we can learn about why that's important. Right now, my husband is one of my diamond coaches. I built his name, his business to diamond, and now he counts as one of my diamonds. So hitting getting to Emerald gives you the leads every month, and you win cool prizes. It's fun. Like every time you hit Success Club, it shows that you're ready to like start growing a team. And also Beachbody sends you a cool little, here's my emeralds. You get a cool little band. It says Team Beachbody Emerald. And then you get your, see, this is when my husband went Emerald. You get a little certificate. Oh, here's mine. Certificate for when you go Emerald. And okay, so going Emerald is not difficult to do. If that's something that you feel like you want to go for, we can come up with your plan for how to get there. But guys, it's just 2 coaches signing up 2 people. Okay, by creating this system of consistently adding 3 coaches a month, somebody do that math for me. If you just add 3 people a month, 3 new people, yeah, I see 5 is 3 new people a month. At the end of the year, how many people is that? 3 times 12? No one has a calculator? You guys, are you alive?
Wait, 3 people a month, you
36.
said?
Yeah,
36.
Hello, I thought everyone was on mute or something. 36. 36 people. I mean, 36 people is a lot of people, you guys. Like, that's a lot of people. At the end of the year, you could have 36 people if you just did the bare minimum. But here's what's awesome about what we do is that 36 is just your number, but the idea is to bring in someone else who can bring in 36, who then brings in 36, who brings in 36. That's what makes our lives easier. That's the idea here. This is how you're able to duplicate and multiply this so that it can grow faster, because the idea is we're bringing other people who can do that. So when you add those 36 people, out of those 36, someone is bound to then become a coach and who wants to work the business. So as you're adding that back, as you're adding those coaches every month, you guys, or they could be discount coaches, they could be working coaches, it's still this idea that you are making progress, you are moving in the right direction, you're growing in your business. So this is why just having, I mean, even if you just came in, I'm a firm believer that we need to start with like small goals that can allow us to transition into bigger ones. But if we don't even make the goals for the small ones, then the big ones are just going to seem so unattainable. So when I heard the success that Alini was having simply by hitting SE5, I just made that connection, like how just why Success Club is so important. Now, we can't just make that our, you know, like, I kind of feel like if you just aim for Success Club 5, then, you know, maybe you get 1. Like, I like to kind of like set bigger goals so that I could maybe meet them somewhere in the middle. But anyways, guys, so let's say you just sold 21 Day Fix. When it's on sale, we make $40. When it's not on sale, we make what, $50? Lindsay, yeah, $50. Okay, $50. If you're selling 3 a month, you're getting your shake paid for. Wouldn't it be helpful, you guys, if you didn't have to pay for your shake, if at least you got your shake paid for every month? That would be amazing. You're going to be consuming it anyways. You're going to be living the lifestyle, doing your workouts, drinking your shake. If you didn't have to pay for your shakes every month, let's see, you would make 50 times 3. I mean, minus a few. And then you take away the 115. Okay, you'll have a little bit of pedicure money for the month. Okay, if you'll have $35 to go and get a pedicure. But even then, this is a little thing. Either way you're consuming this. For me, my first goal for all of you guys is to at least get your shakes paid for. And that should be your minimal goal, guys. That should be your absolute minimal goal, is that you can run this business and not have any expenses. So, it's pretty basic, you guys. It doesn't take, you know, a ton of, it takes the effort, and this is the part that is like, you know, it's like easy to do, but also easy not to do. So I just why I was so encouraged though by hearing Alini's story was just because, you know, she's now trying to step it up, which is why we were meeting today. But up until this point, this is where she's gotten, and now she realizes, okay, it's time to step it up. I gotta, you know, do more, aim a little higher. That's where she's at now. But this whole time, this is the business that she has been able to create. So again, I mentioned the $35, the pedicure money, but remember, Alini is making $500 to $800 a month. And it's because you have your recurring customers. As you go just getting the minimal of 3, people are going to stick around. People continue buying their coaches, the commission from the leads that you get from being Emerald. See? So it's not just that you're making the minimum, getting your shakes paid for, and only making the, you know, the surplus of the 35. It's that when you're consistently doing this, you're going to build your customer base. The commissions from their shakes will come in, and that's how you're going to do this, guys. So we have some new things. Any questions about that up until this point? I do have to shout out Chanel, who did sign up her first coach. Way to go. You only need 1 more and you will be on your way to Emerald. And as long as you're hitting SE5 every month, you will get those leads. So I hope that you guys are at least putting it on your radar to set these goals for yourself. When you set these goals, you guys, like, I don't know, have you guys, were you ever like goal setters before Beachbody? I know that I wasn't. I mean, I was always a dreamer and I always had things that I wanted to do, but like you could literally say like, okay, I'm going to talk to 10 people this month, and then reverse it. Like if you want to talk to 10 people, then how many people is that a day that you need to talk to? You know, like break down the numbers to like kind of simplify things for yourself. So that is the main thing I want all of you guys to focus on. If you're not getting your shakes paid for, it should be a goal of yours. You should have a financial goal. That was my first financial goal in this business, was to at least get my shakes paid for. You guys should all have a financial goal because it could definitely happen for you. So, okay, that's it on that topic. I wanted to kind of open it up to you guys now, just for us to like bond, talk. Tell me what just tell me, okay, first, I guess here's what we'll do. I just want to hear from, maybe I'll pick on Caitlin, to just tell us, like, why are you excited? What about coaching just really made you? I know you shared some of your story with me, but just tell me, like, why are you excited to do this?
I think I'm just most excited to have the accountability, mainly just because getting fit is something that I feel like a lot of people quit. And I know I quit a lot, and I want to have something where I'm not going to quit because I have people counting on me, and I have, you know, other people rooting me on too. So I think that's one of the biggest things, aside from the financial aspect, that I'm excited about.
Absolutely. It's so crazy how sometimes I'm like, I'm doing my workout, I'm like, this is so great. Like, this is part of my job. As I'm doing it, I'm like, this is why I love this. Like, I don't know if I would push so hard. If tonight I would actually go do my workout because I haven't done it today, if I didn't know, like, my business relies on it. And so if anything, I'm like, man, this like really keeps me accountable, just keeps me like doing my thing, because I know that I gotta do this. I gotta stay on top of my game. I gotta look good. I gotta be fit. This is my job description. So how about you, Catherine? I'm so happy to see you here.
Same, thank you.
Tell me just what excited you the most about wanting to do this.
I'm just really excited to get fit. I'm just really excited to start looking good and just to lose weight. This is my goal, just to lose at least 30 to 40 pounds. This is what I'm gaining for. You know,
You can do it.
Thank you so much. I really hope to. But I never even thought about me being a coach until you mentioned it, you know. But honestly, my goal is just to lose weight. what I'm looking for the most. So hopefully I get to do that. And I know it's not going to take a week. It's not going to take 2 weeks like I've been hoping to. It's going to take a lot more than that. It's probably even going to take a year. But I just need that as my goal.
It won't take a year, honey. 6 months. 6 months, you're going to be like halfway there. And then, I mean, well, maybe 50 pounds, about a year, Lindsay.
Yeah. That's a lot.
So what? But by like in 6 months, you're gonna have drastic changes. It's gonna feel amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait. Thank you.
Yeah. So you guys, but another thing is, I know even some of you, like Catherine, right now you're just like, okay, I just want to focus on the fitness. But amazing things happen when we start making changes. People start asking us. Like, it's just something. This is why coaching is so amazing, because like you could just be somewhere and someone's like, what are you drinking? What's in that shake? You look thinner. This is just how it comes up. So it's so important to be a product of the product, because we can just, the conversations just go naturally. You could be at a party and people are like, oh, I overate. I got to start something. Really? Well, boom. And then you can plug in what you do. Like, it really is, you know, that easy to like bring it up. And also, I love this idea of being intentional. Did you guys get to hear, raise your hand if you made the time to listen to Josh, that call that I said it is a mandatory. Okay, if you don't have your hand up right now, you need to make it your priority, put it on your checklist to listen to Josh's call. It's on our team page. Scroll down. You'll see a guy, like a video of a guy. It's just like, it's a game changer. I mean, one of the things it talks all about why we need to share what we do with confidence and pride. And he's like, it doesn't have to be like, this is how you can share it to where it's like, it's okay. Like, people will be inspired by that. No one's going to be insulted and think. He was like, I've never heard the term salesy until I met you Beachbody coaches, where people are like, oh, I don't want to come across salesy. Like, to just say how amazing you feel, or how, you know, the opportunity changed your life in this way or this way, it improved it. Like, that's not salesy. It's just, you're sharing information. And why is that going to be like salesy to somebody? He's like, salesy is like, if you're like, hey, I really want to tell you about this, message me and I'll tell you right now. Like, that's salesy, but we don't do that. So anyways, you must listen to Josh's call. Everybody here on this team, listen to it to just open your mind. Also, I posted about personal development and got crickets in the team page. We need to make that our goal, you guys. Personal development is one of the 3 vital behaviors, and it is crazy how it is linked. If we're not doing the 4 vital behaviors, we're not being a product of the product. Like, when you're not working out, you can't inspire anyone, because you're like, you're not feeling good about what you're doing. When you're not being a product of the product, you're not saying, hey, do this with me, feel amazing with me. You're not inviting people. Like, it's crazy how they all go hand in hand. Well, personal development is so important, because reading these books, I can't tell you how many times I hear a video and I was just like, well, today, you guys, I was just listening to a video from a coach in the network, and right away she gave me an idea. I went, I took action. Like, this is why we need it. So if you're a new coach, I recommend your first book to be The Slight Edge or The Compound Effect. I need you reading that book ASAP. Start off with The Compound Effect if you can. If you need to buy an audiobook, go to Amazon. That needs to be your priority. I do audio in my car, but the reason why personal development is so important for us, you guys, is because it opens our minds. We're full. You guys, we are full of the crap that we have been told our whole life about different things. Let's say when it comes to weight loss, maybe our minds are full of like, carbs are bad, fat is bad, eating out at night is bad, too much this, too much that. Like, we have all these like philosophies in our mind that some of them aren't even true. You know, you can't, you know, whatever, just different things. And when we educate ourselves and open our minds, we start learning. You know, when you start practicing the 21-day fixed meal plan and just seeing how counting the content, how it works, it changes your life. It really does. It will change the way you eat, the way you look at food. Now let's talk about our mind. That maybe the traditional mind is programmed to think a certain way. And when we read these personal development books, it helps us to believe in ourselves. It gives us ideas. It helps us to understand that success doesn't come easy. It helps us to understand that rejection is part of the game. It helps us to just understand and open our minds that, wait a minute, I'm not alone in this. This is what it's supposed to be like. I can't give up. I have to persevere. I have to push myself.
Yeah.
This is all the stuff that the personal development books help us to understand. So the reason why I want you to focus on the compound effect, yes, Catherine?
What was the other book? The Compound Effect and what else?
And the Slight Edge. I was able to look up the Slight Edge on YouTube. I said Slight Edge audio and find the audio. It was 3 hours worth of audio. The cool thing now about YouTube is that you can pick up where you left off on that same video. Like if you only listen to 20 minutes of it and then you go back to the same video, YouTube will keep you right where you were. So that's awesome. I look up most of my books. Good job, Monica. Both books, yeah. I look up most of my books on YouTube. So I've also read and listened to The Magic of Big Thinking. Magic of Thinking Big. The Magic of Thinking Big. I heard that whole book on YouTube in less than a week. GoPro. Monica's holding up GoPro. Another amazing book that will help you understand network marketing, because that's what we're in. And understanding that if you want to be a pro, you got to act like a pro. You got to do what the pros do. Even though you're not a pro, and even though you don't feel like a pro, you got to act it. You got to do it. Monica is throwing out all of her books. I love it. But see, all of these books, have you guys, tell me right now, new coaches, have you already been into personal development? Raise your hand if before you knew a Beachbody, you were already an audio personal development girl. A little bit, Chanel? No. Okay. I was, because I was introduced to this. I'm an entrepreneur, like all of this stuff, like watching YouTube videos on entrepreneurship and different leaders. I was definitely introduced to this. But guess what? I attribute a lot of how I came into this and I was able to really grow and expand because I already had my foundation in personal development, for sure. This wasn't like, Chanel, you can agree too, how now you can apply, like all that stuff that you were learning, now it's like, oh, I get it. Like this is where I could plug all that thinking and believing and persevering towards, because it teaches you all this about life. But then until you like apply it, or until you're like in a situation where it's like, this is what all those books were for. It's amazing, guys. This is the difference between the person who walks around and kind of mopes and, you know, has their 9 to 5 and doesn't dream big, never, you know, that is the difference. And that's the Slight Edge. The Slight Edge will teach you that. The whole book is about why does one person like make it big and another person, you know, never goes anywhere. And it like will break down the psychology behind that. It's so amazing. Okay, guys, let's take a picture. We have less than a minute. We have these calls every Monday. If you have questions, post them in the team page. Everybody smile. Hold on. Okay, smile, guys. Okay, that was that. Now I need Snapchat. Smile. Okay. Oh, wait, I cut one of you off. 1, 2, 3. Okay, awesome. All right, guys, new coaches, I will be in touch with you. I'm going to start a new chat group with you and just kind of see how you want to run with this. Catherine, I see you want to take it a little easy and focus on your fitness. That's fine. Sarah, too, we're going to plug you guys into coach training. You're going to be good. Don't feel like you have to know everything right now, guys. Trust me. Take it easy. You're a sponge right now. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night. Bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.